Hi, we have the problem as in the circuit shown below. If the source voltage, that is this circuit they are talking about, in the circuit shown below, if the source voltage V of S equal to 100, that magnitude is 100 and the angle is 53.13 degree volt, then the Thevenin equivalent voltage in volts, that is we should find the Thevenin equivalent voltage in the unit of volts as seen by the load resistance RL. So we have to find the Thevenin voltage across this load resistance. We have Vs value here on combination of inductance, and we have the dependent, that is dependent voltage sources, independent current source. All the things are available here, so we should have to find the values of VTH across this load resistance. We should remove, first of all we should go for the current flow in the circuit. First of all, in this circuit we have two loops. This first loop can be followed by I1 as the current as I1, here I2. According to the Thevenin's theorem, we should remove the load, what the resistance or what are the terminal available to look upon the Thevenin voltage. So here load resistance, or they told about find the load resistance. Across the load resistance we should find, or seen by the load equivalent, Thevenin equivalent voltage seen by the load resistance. That is, this load resistance should be removed and we should find the Thevenin voltage. So by removing this, then removing the load resistance, the circuit will be look like this. So we have the same thing allow here, but in this loop we have not any current flowing, that so there is no loop form, because of there is no loop formation. So I2 equal to 0. Because of I2 here, we are in, when we look upon this values of the voltage dependent voltage source J440 I2, that is I2 value. Because of this I2 value, it's this voltage source value will depend, it's a defined those kind of thing. This voltage source defined by this I2 value. So I2 value is 0, so this terminal will get shorted to get the maximum current flow to the ground. So we will get the circuit, our circuit become like this. This voltage 0, sorry, this current 0, this current flow here, this voltage drop equal to 0. So we will get the shorted circuit. So we have I1 as, here we have I1 as, we could not go for the KVL because we have only, in all the things are in series manner, so we directly apply V by R formula, that is Ohm's law. So we have Vs divided by 3 plus J4. We just added these two values because these are in series. We have the impedance value of both resistor and inductance, so we will add those things. So we will get I1 equal to Vs divided by 3 plus J4. So what is IL1 here? We have to find the IL1 in through this inductor, voltage across this inductor, because to find the current value of this dependent current source. So IL1 equal to J4 3 plus 4J into Vs. It's like how we will find the values of the, when we connected in a two series resistance, we will go for the voltage divider rule. Same voltage divider rule used here. So we will get VL1 equal to J4 divided by 3 plus 4J into Vs. We find I1 and we find VLS. We will go for the VTH, that is the equivalent Thevenin voltage seen by the load resistance. VTH equal to 10 into, that is 10 into J4 into Vs divided by 3 plus J. How it comes to 10 plus 3J means we have to go for these values, because Thevenin voltage across this seen by the load resistance is equivalent to the values given in this voltage source, that is depends upon the 10 VL1. So sorry for the last few seconds before I say that it's a current source, without seeing this values of here, this signs here, because does not gives the any arrow mark direction, so it does not, it gives only plus or minus, so it's a voltage source. Sorry for that, please correct that. So we have to find the voltage across this voltage source, that is dependent voltage source, which is depends upon the voltage across this inductance. So we will get 10 into J4, that is VL 10. We are just applying the here the voltage source depends upon, like this voltage source value is 10 VL1, so we should apply multiple this VL1 into 10, so we'll get 10 into J4 into Vs, so Vs divided by 3 plus 4J, so we'll get 40J Vs divided by 3 plus 4J. We should change polar after applying all in the problem itself. They given us Vs equal to, that is input voltage is equal to 100 angle of 53.13 degree. So applying that, we having the polar form as a Vs, and other things are in rectangular form. We should change everything into polar form, so we will get the exact. We can easily manipulate that, so we change 40J into polar form as 40 angle of 90 degree multiple of 153.13 degree, which is the input voltage, divided by these two things. If you don't know how to change the rectangular form to polar form and polar form to rectangular form, please check the description below this video. We'll find the video of how to change those things. So when we have this kind of terminology, angle should be, when in the multiplication we should add the angles and magnitude should be multiplied. In the division we should divide the magnitude and we should separate the angles. So basically this 53.13 and this 53.13 cancel out because it's in division. This 4000 divided by 5 will get 800 angle of 90 degree, because this 100, this 40 will give us 4000 divided by 5 angle of 90 degree, which gives the V, that is equivalent Thevenin voltage is 800 angle of 19 degree. Thank you. Your comments are welcome.